I think the one thing I hate most about brain fog is I forgot what I learned yesterday about this stupid gimbal. I've been learning more. And of course, something was not correct when I first started using it. So I wanted to change the chat I have because I couldn't read it. And I wanted to use the second phone. I wanted to have a hand-free. How's that? I don't know what the hell I'm babbling about. Just spent the last hour and a half trying to pick out, in case you can see my reflection, trying to pick out an outfit that was sort of cute and fluffy for the dad. That's as cute and fluffy as I get. Hi Fuzz. Hi Carrie. Hi Xenu. So when I get home, my house is going to be covered in black clothes. I could have probably wound up with the first outfit that I picked, but it needed to be ironed. And why is it in your head when you need to iron something, it's just easier to spend another half an hour looking for clothes? I've got to get over that one. That one seemed to be ridiculous. Hold on, he's got to help me with my strap. Can you bring it up a little bit? Yeah.
How much?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just my purse strap was dangling just enough, dangling just enough to bother me. Then my dad changes the dinner time. I think he's got a girlfriend he's just not talking about. I told him he could have let Father's Day go. No problem. I mean, I always thought they were Hallmark holidays anyway. You know, because it's usually the one day when you're not talking to your family, you go, or you're talking to your mom or your dad, you go. I talk to my dad all the time. So it's like, it's going to be the first thing I say and see if he denies it again. We mentioned it on Friday, and he's like, no. But he talks about these two women a lot, so, and they're both older than me, so I don't care. But, yeah, happy Hallmark holiday, anyone. This year for Mother's Day, I felt guilty. Ugh, that was not fun. It shouldn't be, you know, something we have to do.
What is it with this?
What?
This material here. It feels like I'm walking on potato chips.
Oh, I thought it was leaves. See, I'm all muddled. And my chat's wrong. See?
What happened?
My chat's back to that white stuff again. So I'll be going all over the place trying to read this. Yeah. So, yeah, at this point it seems to be, I've got my 3 people. Now we can go on. Or 4 people.
Yeah, everyone's here. Good.
Yeah, everyone's here. That's good to me. I just want to get my 1,000. I mean, heck, I've been a good person. I don't cuss in my my feeds, and as far as I'm concerned, that's all I need to do. So I think I go up 1 person every other day now since I lost my I made 900 and then lost them, so now I'm oh, see, look the weirdo cars.
There's nobody in there.
See, you're even on the wrong side because you're where the is there anybody in the back seat? They've actually started to unblack the back seats.
Okay.
They used to black the back seats so you couldn't see who was in them or if there was anybody in them. That's probably why they did it. So they would think that...
No faces. No one's there. There's wrenches, etc.
Yep, you don't get a wrench. The other ones have been around probably since I started it. So that's 2.5 months ago and 100 videos ago. So...
Someone's getting in.
Oh my God, somebody's taking the plunge. Sort of like this bird right here. What is up with that bird?
Can we yell to these people? You don't want to get in there.
No, I stick to one weirdo cause at a time.
Okay, all right.
Whoops, I'm about to get hit. This is California, they don't care. They'll hit me. I was crossing against the light. They don't stop. I don't know if you saw that. He didn't stop. Oh my God! How dare you? You don't even know where your father is. That is just so upstarty of them. Happy Father's Day or welcome. Do you guys know where your fathers are? Talk about kicking me. I know two friends of mine who don't know where their fathers are because they're in Scientology. Hell, one of my friends thought her father was dead for 10 years because Scientology did that. Ooh, I think this is the night guy. Face recognition, guys. Face recognition. Oh, don't forget the shares. Because I can say a lot of nasty things about Father's Day. Like, Scientology breaks up families from the minute they join. Scientology has no problem telling people who aren't of the immediate family in Scientology that they're not allowed to talk to them. There are people who haven't seen their parents since they left Scientology, anywhere from 1 year to 20 years. Scientology won't let them call their parents or let them call their sons or daughters because they're bad influences on each other. Scientology actually doesn't believe in the family unit. See? Yeah, I'm not welcome. You close the doors on me. Oh, hi, Tsuki. Saving pigeons or Scientology? I'm saving everything, no face. Everything. So when was the last time you guys saw your parents who aren't in Scientology or are still alive? I don't want to make someone cry by the end of this, but you probably haven't seen them if they're not in Scientology. And if you're a parent and your kids left Scientology, when was the last time you saw them? Because you're not allowed to see them because they are suppressive people. So, and if you raised your children in Scientology, they probably don't even care that they don't see you because they were raised to be adults the minute they were born. Because supposedly Scientology says that children are just adults in little bodies, even though their brains say something else. So you've treated your children, or if you were a child, have been treated like an adult since you were old enough to speak. That's actually a good question. What happens during the time you can't speak? How can you still be an adult if it's not processing that you can't speak? It's just a question. And your parents or your children probably resent you for it because they found out in the real world that parents actually do care about their children. Since you guys teach them not to from the get-go because they don't want you to have a family unit. So the daycare centers of the past were horrible experiments in how many diseases you can get around. So always sick, lice, TB in some cases, influenzas, not being properly maintained, not being properly cleaned, not being properly supervised. That could explain why there was that child here on the porch by themselves 4 weeks ago. I think it's 4 weeks now. So, you know, you're still not properly supervising them, but you're supervising them enough because you have the doors closed today, but you don't have the shears on, which means you haven't left the kids alone in the front like you usually do. Usually every Sunday that I come here, I can see little kid hands on the doors. So, because I'm sure you just put them all in one little pile and tell them to play amongst themselves while you guys go do your religious services. Not that you really care what your children do anyway, because they're not your responsibility. They're the responsibility of the person who corrals all those children, is supposedly trying to take care of 10 or 20 children at a time because you guys are too busy trying to save the world. The world doesn't get saved that way. The world gets saved by your children. And they're not going to speak to you once they get old enough to go, I'm getting the hell out of here. And if you don't go with them, you never get to talk to them anymore. So, because you're not allowed to talk to a suppressive person because they'll get declared. Is that the way you want to do with the rest of your life? Is not talk to your children? Or even if you have a child, which you're really not into if you're Sea Org, but if you have a child, are you going to want to give it up at, I think, 11 months, if I remember right, is when it goes into daycare? And then you get to see it like maybe an hour a day if you're lucky, or an afternoon a week. You know, I'm sure people would love to hear that one. When I was here making sure no other child came out, you guys came out and told me you're going to call the cops. Well, you didn't call the cops when I said I was going to call CBS. Now, did you? So, you know, we have a good little middle ground here to deal with, because you treat your children awful and use it as an excuse as they're adults in small packages. So that little dogma needs to take a hike, so you can at least teach children how to interact with other people. You need to stop treating your children like that, because it gives you an out to ignore them and put your nose to your studies and try to get to that all elusive OT8 that costs about $250,000 to get to. But it'll take a really long time, because they'll use any excuse to push you back down. Oh my God. The weird one is that my brother last year told me that my father probably passed, my bio dad. I have my dad, he's my stepdad. My bio dad passed away probably 5 years ago. It's like, okay. I know it's so weird, but okay. So let's see. There should be something else going on right now. And Tuki, yeah, Santa Cruz, hippie time, basically. My bio dad was a hippie, and you do you sort of thing. So, so where are your children? They're obviously not here, because if they were, they'd be real, you know, I'd be avoiding trying to talk here so I don't mess up the children's heads. Because you guys do that all by yourself, I'm sure, extraordinarily well. Now I seem to be some sort of... See, I told you, when I yell, they want to stay away from me. People are literally walking around into the street to avoid me. So I'm going to go back to my poll now. I've said what I wanted to say. Freaks. That's the music.
What is? What's it coming from?
It's coming from the second door.
Oh, back here?
Yes.
You're kidding.
No. The music. It's reaching. Unless somebody thought that was me up there. Hold on. Why can't I zoom? I can't zoom. I'm on some weird ass hookup here. So no zooming for me today. That's what I get for trying to fix things. Is that right? Nope. 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 Yeah, I have no clue. Dead air. Hi, Elron Hub Cult.
That's funny.
Yes, I am. Welcome to the club brain fog. I do have brain fog, but I've spent my career working in clubs. Nightclubs, dance clubs, band clubs, that sort of thing. Most of my friends are DJs. My husband's a DJ. I belong to the goth scene for 30 years at least. I'm a goth comic book character. I qualify for... I can't even zoom in today either. I know, we got a husky. If I remember right, yesterday's title was "I'm a Goth. We treat drama as a side dish." Huh?
I feel the pet if it's coming this way.
He's coming this way? Ooh. There's a Siberian husky across the street. And you know, we all want to touch the Siberian huskies. I can't believe, huh?
No, I was just cackling.
Oh, you're just cackling? I can't believe I can't do a zoom on me right now.
Here we go, right behind you.
Ah. Oh, Fuzz. Oh my God, you're here. Can I pet your dog?
Sure.
Thank you. Hello. Oh my God, you've got a new rainbow tail. I've got rainbow glitter. We're even. Hi. What's her name?
Her name is Leia, Princess Leia.
Hi. Oh my God, yay.
Yeah, she's very sweet.
Oh, is she a Siberian or just a
She's
husky?
a Malamute mix, actually.
Ah, okay.
Malamute Husky and some other things.
You're American, dear. I've got more than 3 in me too, so that's what I call it. Because I'm native Spanish, Portuguese, and probably God knows what else.
Me too.
So I'm just like, I'm American. I'm the country I belong to. Oh, she's so nice.
She's very soft.
Yes.
Very soft.
Thank you guys.
Of course, take care.
Have a good weekend.
You see the tail?
Yes, that's what I said. You've got a good rainbow tail. I've got rainbow glitter.
Yep.
I don't know if you can see because I can't zoom in, but that's an American. It is what we call dogs that are more than like 2. And me, we're Americans. And it has rainbow tail. So, Fuzz, you're here. Oh my God, I didn't see you. Yes, I did. I just said I saw you. See, I told you I'm in a mess. I had to change a dinner reservation at least once. My side brain is thinking, is it going to be a girlfriend there? I mean, it is a table for 3, so it can be made into a table for 4. So it's like, Pal World? I don't get it. See, you're going to do a lot of science fiction things that I'm not going to understand because I am not a science fiction freak. Would you stop doing the gloom cookie?
Hey, the cat's out of the bag.
Eddie says the cat's out of the bag. I'm sorry, Papa Cat says the cat's out of the bag. I love dogs too, which is funny because I have 2 cats. I'm getting a dog soon. I'm keeping my eye out for King Charles Cavalier, which is Pumpkin in the Golden Age.
Gilded Age.
Gilded Age. But knowing our luck, because we don't pick them, they pick us, we're going to wind up with a Chihuahua. And Papa Cat knows it too. It's like, I'm not allowed to have a, what are they?
That's a Bentley.
Ooh, look at the Bentley. Ooh, look, and it's Jeff Bezos driving it. I'm joking. It does look like him though. It does. In that kind of Bentley? That's not a Bentley you see every day. That could be him. Even though if it'd be Father's Day, he'd be driving an SUV because he's got chitlins. No, so what was I talking about? I have no clue. Hey. Pokemon with guns. Oh, that's a great way to kill a nice fluffy little creature. Ugh. Why does everything have to have guns, men? Oh, and yes, I know how to shoot a gun. I was on a rifle team in high school, so I'm not being, you know, frou-frou, liberal tree hugger. I think I actually won a something from, yeah, it was in ROTC, competitive rifle guns. You used to be able to use real guns back then. So, prone. I was a ringer prone, so just avoiding the people.
Here comes Windy City.
Oh, cool! Yes, yes. Hello, look at the puppy. Okay, look down, look down, look down. Hello, puppy. Hello. I'm not filming you guys. Can I pet the dog?
Oh, hello. Yeah.
Hello. Girl or boy?
Boy. Oh, it's a dog.
I got told that by a Secret Service agent once. I walked up and I said, "What is that?" He said, "A dog."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Thanks."
It's a code name, right?
Well, at least I'm one of the ones who know to ask.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Then the alternative.
Yeah.
How old?
He's 7.
Oh my God. You're an old fart now. You know that. Middle age. Middle age.
He wouldn't believe me.
I have a feeling. I had a German Shepherd growing up, and that's an American too. His hips.
Yeah.
And yeah, he didn't even notice age. So, but thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for saying hi.
Hello, you. Dog bad.
It's a good dog tag so far.
Yeah, it's been good dog tech today. Oh, Windy City room rate. Oh, great. And I'm on a dog. Hi, J-Bat. Thank you for the Windy City room raid. Windy City, if you came with it to say hi. Yeah, I yelled it. I actually proved my own theory today. When I came in, I stood right at the portico. We'll do some walking here and I'll show you. I stood right at the portico and I started saying, "Why aren't you talking to your children? Why aren't your children seeing you? Because you've left or they've left and you don't get to see them because they're SPs and the SPs are bad." And so I kept doing things like that. And I noticed that people were walking big time around me, giving me a big purchase. And I had made a theory earlier in the week that sitting against a pole, being quiet and just telling the lurkers who hopefully are leaving about things, that it would help. That, and I've been able to explain things about Scientology to at least 2 people every day since. So yes, come for the F Scientos, stay for the puppies. The West Brain Hot Dog Show. That's funny. And you can find them at YouTube now too. So it's like, and I love dogs, especially until I get my own. And then when I get my own, I'll probably be doing every other day here so I can train the puppy, and then that way I can bring the puppy here. The joke about the Chihuahua, anything that small would be great because I could have put it into like my purse. I have big purses I could put them in. So, because there's no way I'm going to let them eat anything that's offered. So, no, that's what started me, because I have been not yelling at the portico for a while, J-Bat. And I was just like, Happy Father's Day. Are you kidding? I said, I know, I have one friend, because I say they're friends, right? Because, hey, on the internet they are. I have one friend who didn't know her, or is it one friend that her dad is a cafeteria worker, another friend whose dad is also still working, and one of those friends didn't even know her father was alive for 10 years. I use 10 years because it's just an easier way to think it, because it's an example. It's an example thing. It's like it gets it out there, and it's not less than 10 years. So you can use it as an example that way if you don't remember specific like numbers. Everything doesn't have to be exact when you're making conversations about what to avoid, as long as you don't straight up lie. Approximations don't, you can approximate, don't exaggerate. Someone just freaking honked at a delivery scooter that was going the right I'm glad we're going back home soon, because all the fathers all get grouchy soon. A little too much imbibing. So yeah, so it's like, yeah, since everybody wants to talk about how to protest, and I'm explaining how I protest, because I'm sure people would love to say, but that's not right, it's more than 10. It's like, but that is what I remember, and it is what makes the point. I don't overestimate anything I may do, I may underestimate. But it's to be used as an example. And this would be something I'm telling somebody sitting at a front door talking, going, why is it $5? What?
Well, one of those guys said, Scientology, are you kidding?
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just talked to some guy on the street. Yeah. Hopefully somebody heard it, that said, Happy Father's Day, Scientology, are you kidding? I know, I wish. It sits there on that damn porch. It's like, I wish I could figure out some way to, like, just not even like scratch out and say anything nasty, just like what you do with those address filters that you have for stamps when you want to like get rid of your mail. That'll like filter them out. If I had them in a chalk version and just sort of stamp, so all or welcome would be just like crisscrosses or something, because it's a lie. I'm thinking of something. Something is percolating in my head and it's making me stop. How about that? See, yeah, I'm doing this again, trying to find a dark spot, because for some reason it's not on the stream, is it?
No.
Okay. My chat.
Oh, it went back to the way it was.
Yes.
So it was over there yesterday?
Well, I had it fixed. I had my chat fixed on my phone, so where it was over to the right side, because it shows up where the camera is. And it shows up in white, so I can't read it. That's why I have the second phone with me. Well, I had it yesterday where I had it on the other side, and I had it in a color I could read it in, and it was working. So today, while I was sitting there texting my dad about dinner, I was actually saying, it's okay, you don't have to. It's no big deal. I'm not a big fan of these holidays anyway. And they were started in the 40s by Hallmark. It's a real Hallmark holiday to make more money. So it's one of the infamous guild holidays, I call them. So you shouldn't have a Mother's or Father's Day. You should be seeing them as much as you can. So why get all the brothers and sisters together who can't stand each other, who can't stand their parents, but they have to come because it's Mother's or Father's Day? See, I don't even invite the brothers because my dad brought me up. I am literally his spoiled child. Oh my God, look at the puppies. Hello, puppies. It's so cute. All I hear is, you're so cute.
Here we go.
Oh my God, and it's a puppy. Can I pet the puppy?
Yeah, he's still training. So.
Come here, baby. Oh yeah, I have other people on me. Woo! He can jump, it's not gonna kill me.
Yeah.
I know he shouldn't, but hello. Name?
Aslan.
Aslan. What's up?
Aslan, we
Like-
rescued him with that name, so
Oh,
we kept it.
I had a Selah, yeah.
Yeah, so his name is Aslan.
It's good that you. Sometimes I'm like, I hope their names. I want to get a dog, and we're gonna rescue, and I hope I like the name because, or if they're young enough that I can change it, because I'll feel bad.
Yeah, for when we got him, for me it was like the lion character from Narnia.
Ah, okay.
So I was like, oh, we're totally keeping his name.
Well, yeah, my Selah was some anime name,
Oh.
and it was like, okay, half my friends know what anime is, so
It works out.
yeah, it works out. So we just decided to keep it, because otherwise we name them after first ladies.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yes, we have an Abigail and a Ladybird now.
Oh, are they both puppies?
No, they're
Dogs?
girls. They're
They're
cats.
Cats.
Yeah.
We have a
Cats.
kitten at home too.
Oh, and I bet you like it. Does she beat you up?
They're still getting introduced. We only got him like maybe 2.5 weeks ago.
Oh.
So he's very new with us.
Oh, see, I'm not teaching you right. I know I'm not teaching you
your
right.
glasses.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I know I shouldn't let them, but I can't help it. I mean,
I
it's just so
know.
much fun.
I know, and they're so cute.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good
Have a
day.
good one. I just let Puppy jump all over me, and I know I'm not supposed to, because it's not a good way to teach him. I don't care.
Ground zero for
Yeah, this is.
shepherds and huskies today.
I know, and that looks like
What do you think that was?
that looks like my dog, just with shorter hair. So it would be Shepherd Husky Malamute. My dog growing up, Shepherd Husky Malamute, had the short hair, but had that face and had the tail, and could boing like a mofo. I have pictures of him playing frisbee in our backyard, in the house I grew up in, which was 50 by 25, and just him flying through the air. So, yes, all the pups today. Tomorrow, depending on where me and the BFF go, because tomorrow's me and the BFF day, while I wasn't here, her and I went for a walk, and we enjoyed ourselves. So she's trying not to say she wants to do it again. So I'm going to go see her tomorrow, and we'll get some kind of hamburger or something. And since I don't like Sonic anymore, we used to go to Sonic. There was one in Union City. But last time I went there, and with the diabetes, all I could taste was like literally eating solid sugar. So took care of that, which bummed her out because she loves it there. But I'm coming down to visit her because unfortunately her anxiety doesn't like her driving, and especially not on a freeway. So tomorrow we're gonna go somewhere, maybe go to Coyote Point, depending on how hot it is.
Oh, okay. Bring her back up.
Or am I thinking of a different place?
No, Coyote Point. That's near San Mateo.
Okay, no, there's one near Newark
Oh,
too.
a different coyote.
Yeah, no, it's not a Coyote Point. It's something more. Look, there's another one. Hi.
Dark story.
It's like I say, I'm not pointing the camera at you. I'm pointing them at dogs. So
Yep. Dogs.
yeah, Shepherd Husky Mute. Yep, that's what my dog growing up was. And he was literally a junkyard dog. My dad got him from a friend of his who had a tow yard, and his dog had puppies. So that's what we figured he must have been. So, and he was mine. But I would love a shepherd, but it'd have to be an American. You heard me say that to that other person, because the ones with the bent legs are Germans, and their hips go out. And since we have 3 floors with big frickin' stairs, I measured them, and they were 7.5 inches tall. I'm only 5'2", and I'm one of those short-legged 5'2s, so it's not fun. So they're not going to put up the sheer tech anymore. Well, like I said, I know why they don't do it today. Bet you they put it back up tomorrow. I'm just gonna have to get a little bit more aggro. Or, because part of the thing we thought was that the shears were put up to not let them see me. So maybe I should take the extensions out because they're like half an inch out anyway. They're starting to get caught in my brushes. So maybe I'll pluck them out because they'll only be out for a week. And that way I can look less like the devil, less like the devil. I'm doing the infinite devil thing because, you know, somebody said that's why they put the curtains up. Not for the people outside looking in, but for the people inside looking out. So because find out we're not the devil. So, you know, take off the weird things, keep the black. I don't know if I can take off, no, I mean, I do have colorful pieces in my closet. They're just not things I wear. I literally have the Mother's Day dress, I call it. It's a white dress with beautiful flowers on it. Big white pastel flowers. It was the last time I ever tried to be normal for my aunt's wedding. She laughed at me. And I kept that dress around for like if I really like ticked my mom off before a Hallmark holiday. So I think I've had that dress since I was 20. It's still in perfect condition. It's the way I treat clothes. It's so weird. But you guys are never going to see it. You have 2 dogs? Yay! What do you have? Oh, you just have the emojis. What kind of dogs do you have, Scientology? Oh, okay. See, Fuzz asked. We're talking about your dogs, not your fuzzy pink handcuffs. Everybody's got those. Jeez. See, that goes up with when somebody said here once, they sacrifice children. And I went, oh no, darling, nobody does that anymore. So, let me see. Am I missing anything? This is the only advantage. I couldn't go backwards. Maybe I can see if I can get this. I could get this this one rolls, but it's in white. Now, if I could just get the other one I have just for me, because it could be in a different color, but it doesn't roll. So yesterday I couldn't check. Husky Malamutes, those are awesome. Oh my God. And Bert laid down and had fun, right? One of our goths who used to come to club had a sidecar, and he'd put his dog in the sidecar, and his dog was plain Malamute.
I think it's straight up Malamute.
Okay, yeah, just straight up Malamute. So he's about as big as a Bernese. And no names.
Oh, that's right. We don't name names.
And he would sit there all night, and everybody would come out and hang out with him. I swear to God, it was the safest thing he ever owned. Everybody kept an eye out for him, so it was really cool. But yeah, we loved that dog. I never got to meet him. I got to see him.
I can't believe you didn't.
I think I might have actually even been working once when he showed up somewhere.
Maybe.
That I couldn't go outside. But hi, Windy City Thing to watch. Hello. Yeah, I'm a little kerfuffled today because I've been dealing with my dad. Dinner. I mean, I thought, unfortunately, when the Beast passed, that's what I called my mother. She knew it. I used to be called the Beast too. When the Beast passed, I wouldn't have to worry about all of these goofy Mother's Day things, and just went through it with my dad. It's like, if I have to go through this today, he better be bringing over a girlfriend. It better be worth it. I even had to change a reservation, but around here, I would suspect that most people go do things like baseball and picnics and, outdoor things. So I actually could change the reservation for an hour later. So that was good. And the restaurant is decent. It's just probably not one of those Father's Day places because the people in the neighborhood eat there. And it does a lot of DoorDash, I bet, now.
Yeah.
So, you were so funny, Fuzz. I love to see it when you're having these kinds of days where the websites go up immediately. We support everybody because it's what you're supposed to do, damn it. Or honestly, I know them. I know that's being a little bratty, but my channel and my club. I call it the club because it's what I've done for 20 years, and I don't go home exhausted. You know what it was like yesterday, being able to go home and do something after? Oh, that was so weird. Usually I used to sit here and overthink so much that by the time I went home, if I tried to do something else, I'd get a headache, for real. And it was like, why am I overthinking this so badly? Especially considering I came here because of, it's like, should be like a chorus, because of Jonestown. And yes, the word still bothers me. I don't think I'll ever stop that. So it's like, now that it's the club, I have a very clubby mindset to it. So, and I'm working on it. Oh, ask Fuzz, or I'll ask Fuzz and he can take it down. How do I do sub only? I kept it open today because of, oh God, you guys know why I kept it up. But how do I make it only sub? Fuzz, you can email it to me. I'll read it. So, because we couldn't figure out how to do it yesterday. I love this. I'm becoming a commercial for everybody. Yay! Yes. Now I've got to remember to do that. I think we missed 2 backseat dogs.
Where?
In the truck.
Oh
my God! I'm covered in white Malamute hair. Oh my God! Because I let him jump on me. Not that my dad, well, weirdly enough, I bet you my dad would notice because he knows I never have any white cat hair on me. Or orange. So it's like, he'll be like, how big is this cat? I probably have them on my socks. I have knee socks on. Just, ugh. I used to live in an outfit that was a black top, black skirt, black sweater, black knee socks, and sensible shoes. And I called it my Italian widow outfit. And the longest time, a few of us were wearing this outfit because it was really comfortable. Yes, watch my shorts. That sounded weird. Because Birdie's short is only up to like 54. And you figure a Norwegian forest cat, I think it's when I was brushing her. No, I was giving her cheeks. I'm like rubbing her whole face and giving her cheeks. You figure that would get a lot of looky-loos. It's like, huh? Am I putting in the wrong tag? I'm not good at tags, I'll say that. So I'm not sure what's going on. Is there something I can help you with?
Oh no, I don't know which
Are
way
you-
I want to go.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, are you confused or are you looking for someplace?
I don't know.
Chinatown is that way.
I know, I definitely don't want to go there.
Okay. North Beach is that way, which is the Catholic Church and Italian food. That is Financial District. But if you go down that way, you'll hit the ferry building, which has a lot of like craft people out today selling things. So it sounds like you might want to just go, when you get to that corner, turn left.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Okay, you're welcome. She looked completely lost. Oh my God. I don't think she's used to being lost either because she had a big rhinestone iPhone, iWatch. So it's like, I think she's used to being a little glitzy and out there, and she's just sitting there.
I
Just,
don't know where I want to go.
yeah, just holding herself to herself. And it's like, she hadn't moved for a while. That's why I was like, okay, what's up? Oh, it's so funny seeing people when they get lost by accident. You get to see what they're really like, though, because it's like, wow, you look like you should be acting somewhat completely different, but you're lost in a big city. So, been doing it for centuries. Let's see. I'm down to 9. Oh, the love is not around today. I'm sorry. It is Father's Day. That's what I was thinking. It was like going out on Father's Day. That's interesting. The cigar bar is open. I think you enter from the alley during the day.
I thought they were closed on Sundays. Or they just closed earlier on Sundays.
Cigar bar?
What about that one?
Oh, what time is it?
2:45.
2:45? I think they close at 3. So
On Sundays.
yeah, I don't think you'd want to get a cookie. We're going to dinner.
Yeah, exactly. You might have
Okay.
dessert there.
Yeah. Or bring it home or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like so weird. We hardly ever go out to dinner anymore. I think last time we went out to dinner was for our anniversary. The unofficial one. We have 2 anniversaries. One's the unofficial one, like what we call our first date. And then the official one is when he went into the hospital for the second time in a month, and I said, that's it. We're getting married when you leave. So he was allowed 2 days, and then we got married in City Hall. Here comes another one.
Wow.
Hello, sweetie. Oh, okay. No, of course you didn't read that. That was a text to me. Okay, I'll actually Carrie Ann or Fuzz. Carrie Ann said you need a moderator or a member, a monitor. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I think I'm getting it full in my head of, is my dad gonna have a girlfriend?
Queen Suki.
Thank you.
And thank you, No Face.
Thank you, No Face. No, because I've got it in my head. Because the one that if it is the one that he went to breakfast with, and her 95 or 93-year-old father, this is the one he's now doing Gilded Age things on me, because I've always said I don't need anything when you die. I don't care. He's now this is the one who had her own business and has her own properties, and she's doing really well for herself, and she has her own money. And when he told me that the first time, I'm like, why do I care, Dad? I just care she's older than me.
Yeah. That's the only requirement.
It's so funny. I didn't need a financial report. Because I'm thinking, if you marry her before you die, I'm not going to fight her taking all your money. I could care less.
Or not?
Yeah,
You know,
does she
talk
like
about what
baseball?
matters.
Yeah. Does she like baseball and football? Can she dress the part? That's all I care. I don't want him wearing a high heel or dating a high heeled chica. Those are the women who are always dressed up. They're not, I guess you would say they're Ivankas. They sort of dress up not over the top unless they're doing something formal. So, but they don't ever look like they're comfortable anywhere.
Fuzzy sugar step.
I don't care. That's the thing. Hell, according to Eddie's mom, I'm the gold digger. So, yeah, no, this one's good. This one is very good in her finances as well as he is. And I'm just like, what happened to the old military guy? Too many 3-letter acronyms in your life. Okay, a pair of people that looked exactly like each other just passed. Those two should never, ever, ever break up because they look like each other. I mean, not look like each other, but they look like clones. And they seem to be very happy at being clones.
And he dances on sprockets.
And he dances on sprockets?
Mike Myers, sprockets. SNL.
Oh, see, he's having to explain thing SNL.
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, but what?
You remember sprockets? I'll show you sprockets. They know sprockets.
Okay, remember the only time I really watched Saturday Night Live is beginning.
Yeah.
My brother. How old was I? The oldest brother went to a private school. I tease him, say learn skiing. He came home for vacation, I guess 2 weeks after it originally started. Turned on my television. I want to say, no, I didn't have my bunk bed because he would have put me on the top bunk and made me watch it because that's what they used to do for Lawrence Welk. They did because I was afraid of heights. So you don't want to go in there. They don't like fathers. They don't like families, actually.
Is that I don't have a family,
Yeah. Well, no,
but I'm a part of someone's family. Is that okay?
to you, yeah, but not to them. They'll want you all to themselves.
Is it?
They'll want you all to themselves, and they'll spend all the money you can afford.
Well then, thank you for the tip. That way.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
It looked pretty interesting from the outside, but yeah.
Thank you. You know, it seems to get far. It seems to go into people's head easier when I said, instead of saying they'll take all your money, when I said they'll take what you can afford. That seems to make a dent in people. It's sort of ominous, I guess. Yeah, that guy was like, I have no family. I'm like, okay. And he goes, but I have another family. Can I be with them? And that's when I said, nope. And then the classic, they'll take what you can afford. And everybody sort of gets a little bit taller when you say that because it's like, wait a minute, that's not funny.
Does that count?
Yes, he counts.
Okay,
He
so-
counts.
so-
Are you kidding? Like, he was just getting ready to walk in. It's like, he definitely counts. He even, thanked me for telling him. And he's still walking, so he wasn't a plan. He walked past the doors. So his story tonight, if he's going somewhere, will be interesting. This lady on the street told me not to go into Scientology. And then all of his friends will be like, good! BF1 Scientology 0.
We got to keep score.
Yes. And that's what I said during tourist season because, he didn't look like a native. Because if he was, he'd know what this place is. So it's like, it was just that sitting here on the side while people look at the things and dead air. The
Shopping bags?
Macy's backstage shopping bags.
As well.
Yeah, that means that it might have been, I'm sorry. You can do a lot more better things with your life. Macy's used to do a fashion show.
I thought they closed.
Not here yet.
Oh, okay.
No, they closed the men's store here. They haven't closed the big one yet. Which, if they should do, they should just close I Magnin and keep Macy's. Macy's expanded in San Francisco. They took another old chain store and invaded it. And then they had their men's store. Well, they closed their men's store here. They've closed their stores around here. And now they should just, because this Macy's is the second. I thought they were from here, but I guess they're from New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were the ones who died in the Titanic.
Isadora Strauss.
Yeah.
His wife.
Yeah. They, but as usual, when it comes up to San Francisco and New York, they love to argue about anything. They'd probably argue about who had the first working faucet. But a Macy's backstage thing was like a fashion show that you could go to. It was, it's usually a fundraiser, and for a lot of years it was an AIDS fundraiser, so I worked that one a couple of times, which was fun because since it was a fundraiser, the fancy people didn't act like fancy people, which is so funny. Seeing someone with big diamonds just sitting there being goofy and saying hi. It's like, you want to talk about blowing stereotypes out of the water? Work that kind of like benefit and see what happens. So, oh my god, it's the 4-name one. Hello! DJRM. I like Harrods.
Oh, Harrods, yeah.
Let's see. No, Macy's used to be good here. Well, you guys had Nordstrom's, so shush, Carrie Ann. I got to hear about Nordstrom's when my parents would come home from the vacation. Because there's no way in heck my mother would let me go within 5 feet of Nordstrom's as a teenager. And then when I was an adult, I wasn't going with them up there. So. Nope, just gonna keep my mouth shut on that one. Of course you like Nordstrom. They're from you guys. Nordstrom was Nordstrom was like, I guess the easiest way to put it is like it was J.C. Penney's, but it got fancy. So, when Mom and Dad used to go up there every year, Mom would get her Chanel up there. I know, that's what I'd say. Oh, really? My mother wore Chanel number 5 only. I can smell it from a mile away. I did wear it once to a date, and I immediately asked the person to take me home after dinner because there was no way in heck I was going to do anything as little as kiss this guy smelling like my mother. So, that just sounds funnier the way the first couple of times I've told that story, because I love telling stories, it runs in the family. It was just like, maybe I should stop telling that story. It just doesn't sound right. It's like, no, it does sound right now. It's getting better. So yes, I make no sense today, and I don't make sense hardly at all anymore. And I'm turning this into my corner club. Sort of like, you know, Mickey Mouse. She's all in pink and she has a little bitty pink Chanel bag. It's so cute. Yes, I am a bougie little... I know enough that I know how to pronounce Louis' name right. But I've gotten over it because I've gotten older and realized that those things don't mean anything unless you buy them secondhand. Papa Cat just rolled his eyes.
Incoming.
Oh, incoming. Hey! Excuse me. Is that a King Charles?
No, focus buddy.
Kaku. Can I pet?
On the back.
Hello.
Say hi, Benny.
Hello. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Hello. Thank you for letting me try. Yeah, okay. The King Charles has fluff on their bottoms.
That was a compliment.
Yes. Yes, I know. Me and Cricket actually talked about that corner joint because we both stayed in them for real when we were younger. So you always had your waitress. That's why I'm the club you go to before you go to her house or to her restaurant. We always had the waitress who knew us and would literally tell us be quiet. And we always listened to her. That was the thing. It's like they always wanted you to get used to the second waitress that was on when she wasn't. Because this was Denny's and another place called Lion Center, both 24 hours. So we did that in the corner. You had your waitresses, or maybe you went to Denny's when the Lion's waitress wasn't working, and they could control the crowd. They could control those, 20-year-old, 21-year-olds, hands and feet flying. And then the people around you who came at those times got used to you too, and it's hilarious. You have older people going shush, and we're like, oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah, see? Yeah, my mom's gone too, and I'm actually got a bunch of her stuff. I'm trying to figure out what to do because it's like vintage stuff. I thought about selling it. I've thought about giving it away. I think if I find another number 5, because I've got a couple of purse sprays, and those are supposed to be fancy, but it seems to be a pain in the butt to sell anything. So, yes, after work, then go to club, and then you go hang out at Chow's. Mine was iced tea. Oh my God, I'm surprised I ever slept. Huge iced teas with no sugar. And we always spent at least, in the early aughts, we spent at least $20 on food. Just so they'd have no reason to kick us out. As long as we kept in our corner. I'm sorry. Wow. Did you see him? No, he came out of the door.
That one?
Yeah.
What the hell? Look like he's like running as far as he fast
That
as he
was
can.
the weirdest thing on the
Across
planet. He went in, 5 minutes later he came out, and he had sweat pouring down the front of his face.
But you saw him go in?
Yes. I thought he was a DoorDash. That's why I was like, oh, maybe he's just running around.
And now he's running to the pyramid, or by the pyramid.
Yeah.
Why is he running?
I don't know, but he looked like he was in a sweat lodge too. I don't know. I don't even know, freaks.
Wow, that's bizarre. He's still running. He's like,
Hun? Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to take Father's Day very well when my dad goes. But I don't think about it, since he was 15 years younger than my mother. And they were together for, I got corrected, 47 years. I said 46 and he went 7. I'm like, ooh, excuse me, 47 years. Not married. I tried. If you're in a super long relationship, give it up. Don't bother telling anybody, but at least get married so you have something that won't happen, like your daughter turning off her mother's frickin' life support. Thank you very much. Since they weren't married and common law doesn't go over to hospitals, and she refused that she was ever going to die, so she never made any plans. I don't know how we got the DNR on her, at least. I had to acknowledge it and say, turn it off. Because I guess your relative, you can keep it on. So that's why I say, just get married. Don't have to tell anybody. Hi, Miss Kim. Don't have to tell anybody. Just get married. Yeah, and that's the weird thing is legally I'm not his daughter because he's my stepdad and my parents didn't get married. So now I've got to probably look into... No, actually, I've got to convince him he's going to die one of these days. Since my mother didn't leave anything, my dad has threatened to leave a will. But I heard also that I can just give him... He could just give me like a power of attorney type thing. So I can do it because the rest of his family is not here in this state. So... and I'm his spoiled little kid, so, the boys, I was the afterthought. So the boys were older than me and were already gone by the time my dad came around. They went with my father, so, the one who doesn't think I'm an alien, and I'm not lying, he really thinks I'm an alien. The middle one does his best, but it's like, Father's Day is mine. So I'm not inviting him for Father's Day. That way I can hang out with my dad. It's the first time I've ever pulled it too. It's like, no, I don't want to play this game anymore. My dad's mine, go away. Isn't that just bratty? But, you know. Yeah, that's what I figured. Something like power of attorney. We had someone, or actually, my dad knows funeral directors. They're in one of his clubs. And they helped us with my mother. So we should ask them what do they think, because they know everything. Even though they might not tell Joe Blow on the street, you know, they of course, like everybody else on the planet, love my dad, so I should tell him to ask them. Or I should go ask them myself, because they know me from Mom. And it's hard not to remember the bangs after 5 years. Yeah, I know. It's like my dad's retired from a 3-letter acronym. That's the thing. I'm sure my mom had power of attorney every time they went somewhere, even though they weren't married. So he flittered in and out of the world for, I think, the last 7 years he was in the government. So I'm sure she had papers. We never came across them, but probably one of the few things he brought with him. He left some of his manuals at the old house.
Oh, God. Yeah, you were saying, you know, I never looked at his stuff like I did.
Yeah, my
really?
thing was, I've never looked at his stuff, and Papa Cat went, I did, because I'm just like, give me those, and we gave him that to him.
It was all like 20-year-old tech.
Yeah, it was all 20-year-old tech, so it was no big deal, but it was just like, give it back to him, let him destroy it. So, it's like, yeah, you know, you think of stuff like, that's also why I hate Hallmark holidays, because you think of crap like that today. It's like, you know, unless we were going to a baseball game, which the Oakland Ballers are the new baseball game in town, since the owner of the A's hates us so much and is going to Sacramento next year, before he goes to Vegas. It's a pre-minor league baseball. I'll probably take you to it once. The only problem is that we'll have our pitcher forever because she throws a wicked curveball. My dad told me it goes 2/3 or 3/4 of the way and then just drops. What is it?
I don't know.
Oh my God. Okay, that's our new mascot. But we don't know. Don't adjust. Let me adjust. That's our new mascot, but I don't know what he is.
I have to look it up.
Look him up. He looks like a... Is he a rat?
I don't know.
He could be a rat. Oh my God, that'd be so cool. What? Why is she still gone? And why did you kick her out? You never let an indoor cat out. You're in trouble, mister. You better go find her.
His name is Scrappy the Possum.
He's a oh, holy crap. He's a possum. He's Scrappy the Possum. My dad's going to love this. Before, oh my God, he's a possum. As an Oregonian will know, the possums used to be the mascot of the state for a while, and then they changed it because something happened, I think. I have a possum from Oregon that hangs in the living room. Not a real one, a fluffy one. Now I can get Scrappy.
Scrappy.
Oh my God. Now we can add possums to the squirrels and the moose. Oh my God. That's going to be so cool. So, and he has Tiffany color sunglasses, doesn't he?
Oh,
I think his sunglasses are Tiffany colored, which I wouldn't be surprised.
no, they're just kind of like, they're sort of green.
Oh, are they sort of green? And that whole thing is sort of green and yellow. I think maybe they're trying to say something. I mean, we did steal the A's from Philadelphia, but it's the owners who hate us, not the baseball team. So, yeah, it looks like it's green and yellow. Unfortunately, I'm colorblind that spectrum. He fell for it. He's gotten really used to going no, but he actually fell for it and showed it to me.
That's green.
Exactly.
What are you
Like,
doing?
look Tiffany green to me, or Tiffany blue to me. Yep. And they were there for 47 years. My parents both lied about their age for 1 year. So when they finally told each other how old they were screwed. So my dad said that he was 27. My mother said she was 27. So after that, they had no choice. I don't know what kind of crap they went through because my mother refused to tell her age. And if you see me, I don't look 57. So they pulled it off for a really good while. It really didn't seem to show until like the last 10 years of her life. So, yes, I'm sure it was covering everything he had. So because of the 3-letter acronym he was in. Blink Once Army. Oh, that's that one. Okay. Hi, Blink Once Army. So my mother was a pre-boomer. So my dad's a boomer. So the 15-year age difference would be a pre-boomer. They didn't have a name.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
you started naming them. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because my dad would be a boomer. Drafted into Vietnam when he was 17. So, yeah, and he's been around since I was 5. That's why it's like, yeah, when I got divorced, I became one of them. So, my middle brother is okay with it. He understands the situation, and he really didn't like his father, so his father sort of put up with him. He was around when we needed him, but otherwise he was always, you be you. It was rather annoying. And unfortunately, my oldest brother thinks I'm an alien for real. So, I'm finally catching up to my age. People used to tell me that I had a twin in San Francisco, or a twin in the peninsula, which is San Francisco Bay. I grew up on one side, and my twin was on the other. And people had no problem telling me I had a twin all the time. And then I drove my mother nuts with, I want a sister. It only took until I was, how old was I? 50? 52?
5-6 years ago.
Yeah. It only took till I was 52 to find out I had a full-blooded sister. My mother never admitted it. I don't think even my bio dad knew. Actually, mostly all the generations, the men were older. My mother was a weirdo out of the box too, but like I said, they both lied, so they were screwed. Me? Yeah. No, I know. You should have heard me when I was younger. I could do the Betty Boop song without even trying. It was crazy. So I actually made an effort to make it deeper than it is. Because I figured I was going to be one of those older ladies that sounded just like this, you know. We shouldn't do things like that. Maybe we should have a good time. And that creeped me out. So, so this is my deep voice. Yes, no, me goth girl. Oh yeah. My friends are just like, how in the hell? And I go, I didn't make an effort to be in the sun. Because I am like, well, except for my hands now. I have protest hand. I was paper white, which made it easier for people to call me any kind of Asian on the planet that was very light skinned. So, and I'm not, I'm indigenous, Spanish, Portuguese, Basque, Nigerian, Ashkenazi. I think that's the top whatever, but the most of them, it's indigenous and Spanish go back and forth, and whichever year that they send me my catch up, because I stay on it, because that's how my sister found me. So I hang out with the Mormons because that's who owns Ancestry. So they send me a new one every year, and the indigenous and the Spanish keep going back and forth. But they've added new things now, so technically I think the indigenous will take over. Because remember, they now have the Alaskan, and then some from Mexico, but isn't, like Aztec. It just gets complicated. I do look like an Inuit, if you ask me. So I'm basically Pueblo. So Pueblo, Spanish, and Portuguese, and Basque. I love the Basque one. That's why I'm always like, I'm Basque. And then the African, Central Africa or something like that. So it's like, yee. Oh, bye, No Face. Happy Father's Day. Poodle alert. Oh, that's not a poodle. That's a, I think it's a Bichon. Hello, you.
What is that? It's not a poodle.
Bichon. They make them in black, dear.
That color?
Yes, Bichons aren't always bright white. So you'll be clever tomorrow, No Face. So yeah, it's also 107, 108 into it. So I have babbled enough. I have told people to stay out. I have done my job. People are looking at me because I'm some strange weirdo who sits there on a corner. So
We kept at least one person out of there.
yeah, we've kept at least one person out of there.
Met
Saw
5 or 6 dogs.
it's got some dog tech. The only way I can put it, and I'm sure I can find somebody else, is I want to be like New York sign guy, where it's like you see me here, but you don't get anything educational until maybe you ask or pay attention. So, because also it keeps people from walking around me or looking at me with a really strange face. And because I have the voice that makes me sound like I'm 30, and I have the bangs, and I have, you know, everything else. I don't look like some scary goth chick. I look like an anime goth chick. That's the easiest way to put it. I'm just doing my daily thing. The funny part is that the BFF and I sound alike, almost exactly alike on the phone, and my quote-unquote little sister, who I adopted when she was 16, at Rocky one night she came up to me and she said, "Can I talk to you?" And I'm like, "Of course you can." And then we were stuck together. And so we've had the on and off relationship for the rest of our lives. I was 19. Of course, she looked like Madonna. She was wearing Madonna's pink, not Madonna's, but she had a pink satin dress with the big bow, and the blonde hair, Rocky. So, yeah, no, that's why it was like, of course you can. It was the weirdest thing, that beautiful pink dress, and she smelled like smoke. That's what I said. I've been through a lot of drama before. Drama is like drama biscuits. That's all I have to say. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm trying. It's a lot easier from the pole because, you know, it's like I point the camera straight down, and people are a lot more accepting when you're just taking their dog. So, because they know they can't really say don't film because of all the paparazzi that chase Diana. It's where they got it figured out. Yeah. So.
Paparazzi.
Paparazzi. Yeah, we're doing paparazzi. That's what Papa Cat said. So yes, the material girl dress. You know, I've never figured out, or I never asked her because that was the day her house burned down. It was bad wiring, but they were accusing her of doing it because it started in her bedroom. They found out it was bad wiring, but so that's why I said drama. Are you kidding? Rocky people, they immediately blamed her for it and did for months. So it was like, I had her with me during that whole time just going, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off.
My face is still here.
Yes, yes. Sorry, dear. Sorry, dear. Crap like that happens. And I just saw a documentary on, I guess, the interesting side of IVF in the Jewish community in the 40s. One guy has like 67 half siblings because you didn't admit you couldn't have kids. It was very strange. That and doing my cult work, watching a cult yesterday that do the banjo, as I like to call it, deliverance. When you're that far into the backwoods, you're, you know, everybody's cousin is everybody's cousin. And they do half siblings. So she has 200 half siblings. I'm not even going to tell you what religion that is. So if you want to know about it, find it. I found it on Prime. So yeah, it's the cult work, cult mindset, make sure I'm right mindset, you know, stuff like that. So I am so sorry, sweetheart. I actually took my DNA test to find out I was Mexican because my mom's a snob. There's a difference between bigotry and racism. Racism is you really believe that other people are below you. Bigotry is that people in your race are below you. And the people close to your race. So my mother was a snob. I thought she just was a snob towards Mexican and Puerto Rico people because she was Spanish. So I wanted to rub it in her face and say, no, I'm finally Mexican. No, I'm Spanish. Older generations do that. Hell, you probably, even if you have big families, you find somebody doing it. That's bigotry. So, and that's also the way you can confront them, because if you're in the family, you can always say, you know, that's not right. And they're usually the first thing a family member will say is, I'm not a racist. And it's like, no, you're not. You're a bigot. And around here, for some reason, bigot like gets you more than racist does, which is cool. So I've given a lot of, I guess you would say, family that comes in and out of your life when you're growing up. When they pull stupid shit like that, I get, that means you're a bigot. They all just give me that look like, shut up, Linda. So, sweetie, I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. That sucks. But yeah, we gotta get going. It's been long. We've got one more puppy. Can you see him? Can you see him? Hello. Hi. See how they look back at me? It's because I'm Linda. That's the running joke. They all look at me. So, good. I'm glad you're doing okay. I'm just figuring sooner or later I'm going to just start having things on Hallmark holidays because they really annoy me. They cost a lot when you're a kid and you can't afford it. And then you spend a ton of money, 50 cents when I was a kid, that's a ton of money, trying to find a card. And since you're a kid, you're putting, fingerprints and stuff all over every card you're looking at the drugstore. It's always been complicated and it's always annoyed me. So now I'm off to go do my Hallmark duties, to go see the dad, and to hope that if he has a girlfriend, she doesn't even have to be, as long as she's older than me, period. As long as she could be born on the day after I was born, that's all I care about. So, okay guys, I will see you tomorrow, and I've got to go out. See, he's reminding me, because I know I don't remember every single time. The club is closing. You guys are gonna have to wait a while to go to the corner booth and showing off my building. Soon we'll have Moose and Squirrel on it. Once I learn how to run anything else before I go. Freezinu! Yes, totally. Go to Freezinu. Have fun. Have fun. Don't torture yourselves. Go have fun. Whee! It's such a weirdo. Thanks, Buzz. Love you. Love you, Carrie Ann. I'll talk to you. I'll see you guys tomorrow doing God knows what. Bye.